Do you know? You should throw away the cotton in your medication bottles. Believe it or not, that little ball of cotton that comes in your bottle of pills, which is there to keep pills safe during shipping, is meant to be removed. It can collect moisture because of its absorbent nature, which makes your pills deteriorate faster. You're the tallest first thing in the morning. If you're feeling a bit on the short side, measure yourself when you first wake up. According to Jamaica Hospital Medical Center, this phenomenon may be due to gravity compressing cartilage in our spine and in other parts of our bodies, such as our knees when we stand up or sit down throughout the day. While we are lying down in a resting position, the spine is said to spread out or decompress, so when we wake in the morning we are taller after lying in bed all night. You'll yawn more often than you eat breakfast. Over the course of a lifetime, you'll yawn approximately 250,000 times, according to one expert on the subject. If you live to 70, that's about 10 yawns per day. You can't breathe and swallow simultaneously. This is because the food and fluids we swallow and the air we breathe in both travel down the same part of our throat, according to registered psychiatric nurse James Steinmetz. Babies don't have kneecaps. Well, they do. It's just that they aren't made of bone. They're little bits of cartilage that have yet to ossify into bone. The color you see in pitch darkness has a name. If you close your eyes in a completely dark room, when you open them, the color you see is called Eigengrau, which means intrinsic gray. It's the shade of dark gray people see when there's no light. The smell after it rains. It's called petrichor. It comes from oil plants exude that dries on the ground. When it rains, the oil combines with a byproduct from a type of bacteria to produce the smell. Craving ice is a symptom of iron deficiency. If you like crunching ice after you finish your soda, you might be suffering from anemia. Also known as pagophagia, the compulsive eating of ice may not just be a nervous tic, but a way of cooling inflammation in the mouth caused by a lack of iron, according to the Mayo Clinic. So if you like chomping down on those cubes, get to a doctor. There are more life forms on your body than people on Earth. You are a planet teeming with microbes. Trillions of them inhabit your body. In fact, 90% of the cells in your body are actually composed of microbes. High heels were first designed for men. Though closely identified as a female fashion staple today, high heels were first designed for men. At the end of the 16th century, Persian-inspired style was all the rage in Europe, according to the J. Paul Getty Museum, and heels were seen as being virile and masculine, and a great way to boost your height a few inches. There's a brewery in Japan that makes beer from elephant dung. The brewery, Sankt Gallen, produces a beer called Un-Kono Kuro, made with coffee beans that have passed through an elephant. It's a huge hit, according to Fox News. Dishwashers need washing, too. If you've never cleaned your dishwasher, it might be time. Look up some instructional videos or hire a professional, and get that thing in tip-top shape. It will greatly improve your machine's performance. Many phones attach GPS data to your photos by default. Many phones, including iPhones, track your location and attach that information to every picture you take by default. You can turn it off in your settings, but that doesn't remove the information from pictures you've already taken. Air isn't mostly oxygen. Air is actually 78% nitrogen. An overabundance of oxygen can actually make you feel kind of high. That's why oxygen bars started to become a thing for a bit in the late 90s and early 2000s.